Hi everyone, welcome to today's craft. I am so excited to be with you today. Say hello. I am so excited to be here with you today, crafting up something cute for spring. Say hello as you come in and let me know where you're watching from. Guys, my name is Tracy. I craft here at Country Charm by Tracy, and I love to create and share ideas of country rustic crafts, as well as they have a little bit of whimsy. I'm a little bit old school. And so anyway, say hello as you come in. If you're watching here on my page, I see some eyeballs. If you're watching here on my page, Country Charm by Tracy, or if you may be watching in the Craft Round the Clock group, or you may be watching the replay on my page or later on YouTube. Just if you are, just put a little hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. And also, good morning, Tanya. Also, if you are brand new to me, Country Charm by Tracy, please let me know that so I can give you a special welcome to my page, because good morning, Jeanette. I do, love to welcome new friends to my page just to share my creative ideas with. It is Craft Round the Clock segment for me. So good morning, Cheryl. So I have 45 minutes to do my craft, and so I kind of prepped a little bit, but I'm going to share what I'm going to be doing. I was inspired to do this last month. I participated in an event with a couple of my friends. It was Leanne from Dita's Crafts and Creation. She had an event to bring awareness for colon cancer. And so I had made this egg trio with this little box on it for spring. And I can't show it to you because I auctioned it off at the end of the segment. And I sent it off to the person already. So hopefully Miss Janet, the Nanny's Nook, enjoyed it during the Easter season. Anyway, so I wanted to create one for spring. I wanted to create one for spring. Hello. Hi, Miss Tracy. Hello. Hi, Carol. Hi, Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara. Thank you so much for welcoming me, a hostess sister. I'm so glad to be a part of the Craft Round the Clock. Guys, there is in the description, I do have the link. If you are not already a member, you can watch crafting 24/7, either on the replay or live crafting. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, guys, if you remember, I made that little egg trio and I made a little box in front of it with the little picket fence. We're going to make one for spring. All right. So I'm using one of these little boxes. This one is from fall that the Dollar Tree had, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to paint the bottom, but I'm really more focused on the box itself. We're going to use one of these little fences. Guys, we're going to be using one of these little fences. Good morning, Jackie, Penny, Fern. Welcome everyone. Anyway, we're going to be making a little fence like this. And guys, these little arrows, it had the little jute string, but I am going to use them for houses. This is not my original idea. Do not want to take credit for that, because, somebody else, I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's genius. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Anna. Hey, Patricia from the UK. Welcome, everyone. Anyway, so I've already done a little bit of prep work. So I've already cut out these houses, and I'm going to show you the paper I'm going to be using for my houses. This paper I've already cut the houses out, and it is from the Mosaic Memories. Now, this is a paper pad that, I love every single paper in there because I use it all of the time. So some of you may have said, girl, you use that paper all the time, but I love it. I love it so much. And that's where these two papers came out of. And then the third house, because I'm going to do 3 houses, a trio of 3 houses. And this is the third house that I'm going. Hi, Carol. Good morning to you. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how I did it. Guys, again, my name is Tracy and I craft at Country Charm by Tracy. I'm so glad that you are here. I do upload my video later to my YouTube channel because that's where I started. So if my voice sounds familiar, or maybe you've seen me on some YouTube videos, that's what I do. And YouTube is better viewed the landscape. And so that's what I do. And so then when I start my craft, I will bend you down so that you can see my table. So I want to welcome anyone here on Facebook, or if you're watching later on the replay or on my YouTube channel. So we're going to go ahead and bend you down and we're going to get started on the craft. So tell me, how's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness, guys. I have been, so excited about doing this in a craft round the clock. I'm so excited to be a member of with y'all. Anyway, this cute little fence, guys, is long. It's long. It's let's see. It's not quite 24 inches, but I got it from the fairy garden over at Hobby Lobby. Fairy garden section. And then also I wanted to show you real quick, they have a smaller one, or, look how cute these are, guys. These are so stinking cute. Anyway, so I had done the egg trio with this, and when I found them in the fairy garden section over at Hobby Lobby, I said, oh my goodness, that is a score. And let me see what the price was. The smaller one was $2.99, and I think that bigger one was $3.99, but don't quote me on that. I am a Hobby Lobby junkie. That is my store. Anyway, so the little fences, what I'm going to do is, how I like to trace out my fence is I find what section of my board I want, and I want it to be a bit more even, and so I just trace around the front. Welcome anyone who is new. Thank y'all so much for watching today. If you're watching now or if you're watching on the replay, I'm so glad to be crafting and chatting with you all today. Anyway, I just usually, if it has a pattern like this, I just draw it out with pen. And then I just take my scissors and I try. Hi, Miss Francis, my friend. Welcome. I'm so glad to see so many of my sweet friend and fellow Craft 30 hostesses today. Thank y'all. This community is just so supportive. It's just absolutely amazing. Like I mentioned earlier, I have been doing videos on YouTube, mostly pre-recorded videos for several years, many years. And I just recently started doing the craft and chat. That way, it's just a great way to get to know your favorite crafters a little bit more, build that community. Good morning. Hi, Miss Norma, first time watcher. Hi, Fern. Hi, Cammie. Thank you so much. All right. So I've already, what I've done is around the edges, I just took my antique wax and I went around the edges and a little bit inside in case I got a little off, because that does happen. And this is my favorite way to add some distressing or some color around the edges. If I don't feel like painting. And since this is going to be a little bit more distressed. Oh, thank you, Brooklyn. I'm so honored that y'all are here. I'm just taking a baby wipe and I'm just going to go around the edges. And before I get, these are arrows from Dollar Tree that I'm turning into houses. And what I did is I just took my spackling, also from the Dollar Tree, and just filled in those holes. I did that ahead of time just because, I want to make sure that I have enough time to do the fun stuff, guys. Hi, Miss Crystal. Hi, Miss Crystal. And yeah, so I saw someone had commented about following. Guys, if you like what you see, I would love to have you follow me here on Facebook, or if you want, on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel. I love having you and getting to know so many of my sweet community. Everybody is just so supportive. Good morning. Hey, Misty. Thank you so much. So on Facebook, to know if you're following, you could just, you know, hit somewhere and see the 3 little dots, and maybe there's a drop down that says follow. Anyway, guys, I want to just share one of the tips that I have. You would think that all houses are made the same. No, they're not. And so I know that, you know, this was the one that I left to show you how I did it. But guys, what I do is, if the house, you know, when I trace out the paper to make sure that I get it, you know, correct, I just write underneath there, you know, this is the 3rd house and it's going to go on the R. Just put an R for the right so that I can keep myself straight, guys, because yeah, sometimes it doesn't happen. Anyway, so I know that y'all, oh, hi, Miss Valerie, first time watching from California. Welcome. I am so glad that you are here, and you know, just honored that so many sweet friends are here. Anyway, so I know that you all have seen this 100 million times, but I am going to be doing the Mod Podge. I'm going to see, I have my iron here. I'm going to see if it sticks. If not, then we're going to have to turn it on and heat it up. And since I'm using paper, this I will be I was thinking that, you know, I want to make it for spring. If you're on YouTube, if you saw, I had posted a video yesterday with just some vintage things, and guys, I'm kind of really liking the vintage spring bloom things this year. Thank you, Mara, for welcoming everyone. Hi, Mary. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for sprinkling, guys. Or spreading the charm, since my craft page is Country Charm by Tracy. Our little, a sweet friend and follower shared that. She goes, I'm spreading the charm. And I was like, that's perfect, since my business name is Country Charm by Tracy. So if you are new to me, as I mentioned, I have been on YouTube for several years, just really doing the pre-recorded videos. And let me get my brayer out, and I can see that's off a little bit. So I just was doing the pre-recorded videos. Oh my goodness, I'm really off. There we go. And so now I'm expanding and doing more, still doing the pre-recorded on YouTube. My YouTube friends think, oh my goodness, you're leaving us. No, I'm not. You're actually going to be seeing me more, because I do the crafting chats, and crafting is my calling. You know, we all have a purpose that the good Lord has given to us, and my purpose is crafting and bringing joy to others through this community, and I'm so honored that you are here with me. And yeah, that's sticking really well, really well. So I'm just using my brayer to do this. Okay, gonna put these to the side. Hi, Jeanette. Yes, arrows are from Dollar Tree. They had the jute string in them, and I just used my spackling from the Dollar Tree just to adhere, just to fill the holes. They had holes. This is the back. You can kind of see that they had the holes. These are the arrows from Dollar Tree. And so anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the houses like this, and we're going to put the box like this. We're going to put the cute little fence around it. I'm going to go ahead and put those to the side so that they can dry. Francis says, first time I saw you, Tracy, on the Jennifer Pugh theme marathon. Sometimes thrilled to see I find another splatter girl. Yes, I am old school and I love my paint splatters. I love my paint splatters. So as I mentioned, this is just one of those signs from the Dollar Tree. They usually have them for different seasons. And I love this brown check. I'm a check girl. I love all of that stuff. All of the patterns, plaids, stripes, checks, gingham, splatters. I just love all of that stuff. Thanks, Becky. Good morning, Ramona. Anyway, so then now I just have a little chippy brush because I don't want to, I just want to give it just a little color just by going around. I don't want to give it too heavy, so I'm just going around. And honestly, I probably should have painted the bottom already, but I'm not going to worry about that. I can do that later after I get finished. I'm going to paint this so, you know, it's all covered with this chalk paint. That's what I'm using, this chalk paint. Okay. All right. Okay. So then let me dry this up just a bit. So yesterday, well, actually, let's see, the kids were out. My grandson, who is 7, he stays with me when his dad works during the day. And he told me on Thursday afternoon, he said, Fanny, which is my grandma name, Fanny, I have a 5-day weekend. And I said, that is so fun that you have a 5-day weekend. Anyway, so on, was it Monday? I think it was Monday, because they were off on Friday for Good Friday. And then Monday for Easter Monday. And then yesterday they were out of school because they had a, what I'm doing now, guys, is I like to get the styrofoam from the Dollar Tree. And I am just going to stick it in there. And I have this serrated knife that I just, that fits perfect. I keep in my craft room for things like this. Let me see if this one's a little bit thinner. Anyway, so he told me he had a 5-day weekend, and I'm like, well, golly, you're lucky, you know, because when I was in school, so that's how I just fit my little styrofoam in there. And those little blocks at the Dollar Tree work great for stuff like this. And I'm just going to hot glue them in there. This one is going to stay because it's up underneath that little lip, I guess, that has for a hanger. Oh, Jeanette says her great-grandmother's name was Fanny. Oh, how special. Yes, my grandma's name is Fanny, and that does have a story to it. I had shared that, you know, on my page before, how my friends gave me that. Just real quick, it was a Throwback Thursday thing, and my oldest son, who has ADHD, we had some issue, and I wanted him to wear a fanny pack to the zoo. Now that he's 15 now, so that was like 13 years ago. And yeah. So anyway, so I didn't know, I wasn't a Gigi, I wasn't a grandma, because we already have that. We have a nanny, we have a nana, we have all of that. And so my friends, my Bunko girls gave me that. They were like, what about Fanny? Because they were making fun of me with the fanny pack. Okay. So, like I said, this fence is a little, it's not quite, well, maybe it is, 24 inches. And so it's way too long, way too long. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Just using my, just using my little cutters here. And then I have an other part of the fence for something else. Thank you, whoever sent the stars. God bless you. Thank you. It's not expected, but greatly appreciated. And welcome any and everyone who is watching today. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the little fence around it just like this. Now this was something that I had done last month during it was an egg trio. Guys, what I'm doing is I'm putting some E6000, and then I'm also going to be doing some hot glue. The E6000 holds, you know, the permanent hold, and then the hot glue is what holds it instantly. Get my point. Anyway, I almost glued it the wrong way. Okay, Tracy. So we're just gonna glue that like that. Anyway, my friend Dita from Dita's Crafts and Creation invited me to craft along with her and several other friends. We did colon cancer awareness. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. How cute is that gonna be? Good morning, Carmen and Pat. And anyway, I made one of these for, it was an egg trio. So anyway, I had put some scrapbook paper and stuff. And so I'm like, I want to make one for spring. I want to make one for spring. And how cute would this be? I'm going to be putting some spring flowers in there, but how cute would this be if you wanted to change out the flowers and stuff like that? How cute would that be? Okay, so my houses are dry. I just used 3 of the wooden arrows from Dollar Tree. I just cut the jute string off and I just patched it with my spackling, and so then I just Mod Podged the paper on, and so then now I'm using my favorite distress ink. This is Vintage Photo. Y'all, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I love that. And so I'm just going around the edges and just kind of distressing it. And so I can't take credit for this idea. I did see an idea on Pinterest that I had pinned, and it was using these 3 arrows as houses. And I'm like, OMG. They had did it on a frame or something like that. And so then after the video, I will go and I will find that pin and I will pin it in the description so that I give credit to the person for the inspiration, whoever picture I saw. And so one of my things is I am an advocate for community over competition. And so that is one of the things that I like. If someone was asking about sanding off the edges, I mean, that's something definitely that a person could do if that's something that you want. But right now, for time's sake, I want to make sure and get everything done and not get caught up in the extra part of it. Okay, so then, whoops, God, I'm almost wrong. All right. Okay. So then I'm going to, let me stand up for this. And then my little house is going to go right there. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my houses down. Anyway, so my grandson stays with me, as I said, like when his dad works. And so he's like, Fanny, can we go to the park? He's 7. Can we go to the park one day? I'm like, sure, we can go to the park. Anyway, so I'm kind of lining those up. And so, you know, of course, when we go to the park, we have to go to Hobby Lobby because my hometown just got a Hobby Lobby. And So it's so funny because yesterday when we were in Hobby Lobby, and guys, you know, I'm just trying to kind of show what I'm going to do. I still have to like put a hanger on it. I didn't even think about that, what I'm going to use for the hanger, but I will definitely post pictures on my page. I just want to show you, what I do is I just, you know, share ideas for inspiration, and, you know, people can do their own thing with it. And so I just want to get the flowers and everything done. Anyway, so we go to the park and we spend, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so there. And he found a little friend, and so they were playing, and of course then we had to leave when he's like, I'm thirsty, of course, you know, I'm thirsty. And so what I did, guys, is I just used the E6000 and the hot glue and glued that for the little houses like that. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I cannot take credit for this. I saw this, just the 3 houses on Pinterest. And so, as I said, I will go back later and I will find that pin, and I will pin it in the comments to give credit for the inspiration. But all of this other stuff, I just, you know, me and Jesus came up with it, you know. Anyway, so we went to the park, and of course then he was thirsty, so we had to go to Sonic and get a drink, because he loves root beer. He's 7. He loves root beer. Hello. Hi, Sue. Thanks, Misty. Hi, Wendy. Anyway, so I'm using some fine Excelsior. I like this. It looks a bit whimsy. So I put that in there. And then these are the flowers that I got yesterday. I got one of these, and I got some of these. How cute. And so those of you that have access to a Hobby Lobby all the time, God bless you, because now that I can go to Hobby Lobby, like, you know, anytime I want. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because the struggle was real, guys. My nearest Hobby Lobby was 45 minutes away. And so it was a day trip to go and you know, have to go and do things, you know. Anyway, so the struggle was real. Anyway, so we went to Hobby Lobby, and when I was checking out, got these beautiful little flowers, because they have their bushes half off this week, and I got some of this greenery. Now, this is also from Hobby Lobby, and they have their bushes half off this year as well. Hello, Rowena. I think your name's Kelly. Welcome. Hi, Tisha. Thank you so much. And then also, guys, I am a Pipberry Fool. When they had, Hobby Lobby has their garlands on sale. That's where I like to get these. This comes on a garland, and I just take them apart in the individual like this. And then also these beautiful red, pink, and, you know, just different colors of pink mini ranunculus. This is from Walmart. These are from Walmart. And some almost used up my whole little bunch like that. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to do, because I had to be finished by 10:15 for the next crafter. Anyway, so let's see. Anyway, so when we went to the park, and then we went to Sonic to get root beer, and then we went to Hobby Lobby. So so we were in Hobby Lobby, and so we were in line checking out this greenery. Isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. It has these little flowers on it too. So just cutting off a couple of those. And it keeps wanting to snag on my Excelsior. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to decorate this up, and I need to make a bow as well. So, you know, that's the beauty. The beauty is in the details for me. That's one of the things that I say. The beauty is in the details. You can just kind of make it your own and do your thing with it. And as I said, I may go back and I need to add a hanger. I may sand the edges. But for now, hello, Umbelina. Hi from Texas. I'm in Texas as well. Anyway, so let me finish my story. So we're in Hobby Lobby, and we were checking out, and there was a lady, you know, that I knew from church. And, you know, she said hello. We, you know, said hello. She's real sweet. Anyway, so my grandson, who's 7, he said, Fanny, is that one of your commentators? He said it real softly. I was like, what? And he said it again. Is that one of your commentators? Meaning, you know, people who follow me on my page. Guys, what I'm doing now is I'm just sticking in all of these beautiful textures of flowers into that styrofoam. And I want to get all of this done. I put my pit berries in there. Anyway, so it was so funny because it took me a second. I was like, why is he saying my commentators? Because during the spring break, we had went to the pizza place, and I had ran into a sweet follower there, and she told me that she follows me on, I don't know, YouTube or Instagram. Anyway, so that's why I think where he got that from. So I am like a 3 person. I like the 3s. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I just want to make sure that I keep up with my time, because I want to finish this, and then I can go back later and add some of the details to it. But I just wanted to kind of share this idea. If it's something that someone else, you know, wants to do, you know, Dollar Tree does have those small crates that might be a little bit taller, but let's see, this one stick out. Oh my goodness, how cute is this looking, guys? Oh my goodness. And then also the Dollar Tree has the taller arrows. I did pull that out and was going to use it, but I was like, no, I kind of had my heart set on with the one that I saw on Pinterest. Again, like I said, after I get off of the video, I will go back and find that pin and put it in the comments so that y'all can go and see what my inspiration was, because, I didn't let my little house dry. That is okay. I'll fix this up. And I may need to go back and reinforce that with a craft stick or something like that. But I'm trying to get finished with this craft because I am doing my segment of Craft Round the Clock for Wednesday, April the 20th. And so I am so honored that y'all are here. Agatha says it kind of reminds her of a window box. Absolutely, absolutely. That might be a little too long. So I just love all of the textures, all of the just beautiful greenery, and all of the whimsical touches. That this is kind of the stuff that I make on my Facebook as well as on my YouTube channel. I just love to share ideas just for others to bring joy and to just, you know, decorate your home. One of the things that I do is I do design wreaths for a local business. It is something that they had asked me to do. Yes, Brooklyn, I am so honored. Brooklyn said Craft Around the Clock is an awesome group to be a part of. All right, so I have all of these ribbons and trims, and I like to make just little messy bows. That's just what I call them, little messy bows. Anyway, so I just have some muslin fabric. I also have some of this burlap. So springy. Yes, it is so springy. And you could, you know, this is the thing, you know, you could, I didn't glue anything down but the styrofoam. You could change out the flowers for the different seasons. You know, the possibilities are really endless. anyway, so I'm just kind of cutting some of this. I tried to, you know, I was going to have all of this cut so that I could just go in and show the bow and all of that, but we have time. We're good. Thank y'all so much. I so appreciate y'all being here and joining me in this week's segment of Craft Round the Clock. If you're watching later on the replay, just let me know by just putting in hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you were here. If you're new, let me know so that I can welcome you to my page. I would love it, or if you like what you see, I would love it if you would follow my page, subscribe on YouTube, because I do post my videos to my YouTube channel, and there's a stick pin in there was a stick pin in there, and so it was kind of holding up for my crafting. Anyway, so I just like to put a lot of different textures and stuff. And another thing I like to do is this ribbon from, or this rope, jute, whatever it is, from Hobby Lobby. And I love it. And so I'm just gonna, and what I have found, because it has these little beads on it, and once I cut it, I put a knot in the end so that I don't lose my beads. So that I don't lose my beads. And so anyway, I just kind of just make a couple, you know, just make them, I'm gonna put that in the middle. Anyway, kids are so funny. Back to my grandson, when he said, "Is that one of your commentators?" Because when we had, during spring break, we went to the pizza place, and the lady had said that she followed me. And so that's the beauty of it. I love it when, you know, because you may know me by my voice or my, you know, because you see me, but then you know, I don't know you. So I appreciate when local people say hello. I love it when local people say hello. And I just lost my, I like to put, I'll get another one. I had lost my piece of my Chanel stem or pipe cleaner, because that's what I get the strongest hold. I love it when people say hello, because you know me, but I don't know you. Anyway, so I'm just gathering this in the middle, and I'm okay if I see the pipe cleaner. It's really okay. So I'm going to cut this off. And a lot of people use jute or wire or something like that. I don't know. I just get the strongest hold with a pipe cleaner. And so I had thought about putting the bow right here, or maybe right here. Oh, that looks cute. Maybe right there. Oh, yes. Right there. I wish I wouldn't have cut it off. That is going to be so cute. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I like that. I don't know what y'all think. My thought was I was going to put it up here, kind of like what the picture did on Pinterest, but I don't know. I like that on that fence. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need to go back and, you know, kind of, before I take the pictures, just make sure that everything's even and stuff like that. Anyway, so I wanted to make just a little sign. I have these little chalkboards. I was going to do like Happy Spring or something like that. I'm going to cut this off just a little because I know it's a little too, I'm just using a paint pen. I use the Posca or the Posca, however one chooses to pronounce it. I had a comment one time on YouTube that told me that I was not saying it correctly. So Posca or Posca. Anyway, and so the good Lord has given me the gift of hand lettering. So I love to share that with other people. And so I do love my happy dots. And so my lettering is a bit whimsical and old school. And so I have found a free font. It is in my link tree that is in the description, or either it's on the side of my page on YouTube, on Facebook. It's called Geldotica, and so I have found that it's from defont.com, and so I have found that, and refer people to that if they want to learn or they want to download it and have it on their computer, so that you can create little signs like this, just little, you can trace it and have all of that stuff. My black Sharpie marker is my best friend, so I just love to do that. I will go back later and check all of the comments. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see the comments when you're, you know, on a time crunch. And so anyway, that is how my sign is looking, and that once that dries, I will probably put a sealer on it. I found this sealer since I was using the Posca paint marker. It does tend to smear, and so this is my favorite sealer. It's a spray sealer, but otherwise on my painted projects I like to use this one. And so I found this at Michael's, and so I'll put a sealer on it so that way it's secure and all of that stuff. Bench back up. So I am totally in love with this. I am, and I hope that you are too. Oh my goodness, guys. This has been so fun to do. Look at that. Isn't that so fun? I hope that y'all love it as well. Like I said, I only had 45 minutes to craft with y'all today, so I still need to figure out how I'm going to hang it. Or, you know, it's just a little sitter. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I mean, I'm sorry. You know, I was kind of like I was struggling this morning trying to get everything ready, and I had to rebuke Satan. I said, nope. Jesus has, you know, we're doing this together. Get behind me, Satan. We are doing this together. Because, guys, just real quick, I retired from my day job of 32 and a half years last summer. And the Lord, you know, this is my purpose. He wants me to share the gifts and talents that he has given to me. I love it so much. Yes, I see someone saying, yes, Kelly. Kelly says it's a perfect shelf sitter. Agatha, thank you so much. Guys, if you make one of these, please share it in the Craft Around the Clock group. You can share with me via Messenger, or I do have a free Facebook group, my Country Charm Crafty Community. Tag me on Instagram. But the Craft Around the Clock group is pinned in the description, or the link is in the description. If you're not already a member, it's free. You can see crafters 24/7. Again, if you're watching on the replay, make sure and let me know. And if you're new, let me know that too, so that I can welcome you. I thank you so much. And Brooklyn, thank you. Thanks, Cammie, Tisha, Linda. I am so glad, so honored that y'all are here. I mean that. I mean that humbly from the bottom of my heart. These are the type of crafts that I love to do. And you can change it up by just making it different, you know, just by changing the different scrapbook papers. Again, the houses are the arrows from the Dollar Tree. I just used a Dollar Tree box. The fence is from Hobby Lobby in the Fairy Garden section. And I just use different flowers, either from Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Dollar Tree has some really cute flowers as well. I just put a little, just hand lettered a little chalkboard. And since I have the styrofoam in there, I can just, you know, change it out for the seasons, change out the flowers. You know, if I want different flowers, or if you don't like pink, if you're not a pink person, use your favorite color of flower. Anyway, just made a cute little messy bow. and we're in business. All right, guys, there is lots more crafting on the Craft Around the Clock group. There is the link is in the description, okay? I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Appreciate any of my new followers, and appreciate my old, not OLD, but OLE, my old friends for being here. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.